Gentlemen, welcome back. You ever been in a pool? If you're lived in the hood, especially in the hood, because for some reason hood kids like to piss in the pool. The pools in the hood are very chemically, like a ton of chlorine. I know because I was a hood rat. And I used to piss in the pool when I was a young kid, all right? I don't do that anymore. But those pools had so much chlorine that when you would get out, dude, you would smell like chlorine for like 3 days. It was rough. Now, the world is sort of there's a how could you say it? There's a mindset. There's a how do you control a bunch of people? Let's just say that. Let's say the people of the world are warm water. Yeah, I like where this is going. Warm water. How do you control the people? Well, if you want to change how they think, you teabag them. You teabag the shit out of them, right? What happens when you place a tea bag in water that's warm, especially warm, which can be likened to emotionally hot individuals, fiery, passionate people that get outraged for every little thing? You dip the tea bag in, and the flavor profile begins to come out. You get a little bit of cardamom, you get a little bit of cinnamon, a little sage. Next thing you know, they've taken on the flavor profile of the tea bag. The real question is who's pulling the tea bag? Who's teabagging everyone? So it's worth noting that it pays to stay cool, calm, and collected. Not like a robot, but of a man that is more of an observer and not someone that gets very emotional. With their emotions flare. You're able to observe like this. You're able to perceive, to form your opinions, your thoughts. That's important. That's important. Without this nagging schizophrenic voice of the tea bag influencing you on how to think. So we're going to call this liberal tea. All right, liberal tea, the brew of liberal tea. You'll notice when you're in cold water, it takes a long time. You ever cold brew coffee? It takes like 24 hours overnight. Hot coffee takes 4 minutes. Stay cold. Keep your heart, vigilant. Guard it from getting too worked up over bullshit. Moving forward. Two things. Do not worry about offending everyone. You don't need to make everyone comfortable. That's very important. Because that's part of the mindset that you've been steeped into. And I really want to get this through to you, is like, you got to be aware of it, man. Because you've been living in this society for how long now? You have changed. You have become something. And it's been manipulating you this whole time. So you don't even know it. So you have to start to be aware and pick things apart. How have I been manipulated as a man? How has my personal taste changed? The things that I like. I have so many scientific processes. I have so many worries, so much fear. I worry too much about other people. Where did all this come from? Why am I a passive man in my relationship? Where did all this come from? Why am I scared to smoke a cigar? Why do I feel nihilistic and depressed? Well, I'll tell you, dude, listen to the retards that will, on this video, comment about how this gives you lung cancer. You don't even inhale cigars. How can it give you lung cancer? Because they just repeat like parrots what they've heard. Like a little parrot boy. It's the, oh, nicotine gives, no, it doesn't. Nicotine does not cause cancer. Nicotine, the substance, does not cause cancer. It's actually good for the brain. But people just go, because it's what they heard. People will claim everyone else are NPCs, but they themselves are NPCs. Just go on YouTube, top YouTube comments. You see the same fucking comment over and over again. The people themselves have become the bots. Like, because they just say the same joke. Take someone else. There's no originality. It's all passed down sciences and things they've heard the whole posse. Joe Rogan, Andrew Huberman, this guy, that guy, Lex Friedman. It's all these talking points that these same people with their little posse are just promoting, and you just regurgitate. You don't even think. You just regurgitate. You live your whole life. Your personal taste goes away. Wake up, baby. We're not done here. Thumos. You know, Thumos. Cigars are great for conversation, by the way. Great for conversation. People are uncomfortable with breaks. But breaks are good for any conversation. It allows you to go within and then go out to gather your thoughts and put them out there. So great for conversation. Makes it okay to pause. Why make something like this seem so deadly? Well, because it's an integral part of community. And anything that is community changes the flavor of the tea. Anything that focuses on community with others, communion with others, is frowned upon, and actually is like, no, let's get rid of that, because there's strength when people agree and uphold standards together and can think new ideas by discussing, conversing about things. I gotta relight. The next thing, weapons of the enemy. We're just gonna take a quick look. Pornography, man. Pornography is a weapon. Now, you can watch pornography without being filled with shame and beating yourself up. The thing is, you want to realize that it is a weapon. It is a tool to to tear down the fabric that holds people together. Now let me tell you before you go off. Love used to be seen as a sacred thing. When you started watching this shit, well, what you saw is you saw an animalistic act. When you see this animalistic act, when you tear down humans like this, observing other people in this, what used to be a sacred act of love making, you start to tear down not just this thing, but life itself, because love is such a big part of life. Now, it sounds kind of crazy, but this is just one tool. Because if you can take away the meaning of love, you can sort of pervert it. You can change it. How does that impact the mind? How does that impact the way you view life? So this machine comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Destroy your peace of mind, destroy your joy in life. Whereas in this liberal mindset, this liberal tea, simply makes you more nihilistic. It makes you find there seems to be a lack of meaning. And you see a lack of meaning show up by people that are desperate for meaning going fucking insane. Dyeing their hair an array of different colors, marking their bodies, changing their bodies, cutting up off their body parts. And that's an extreme case, but you also see just a sadness in the individual. Not everyone, but you see a sadness. And there's these weapons of destruction that are promoted and seen in this constant messaging where time, day in and day out, it takes 5 to 10 minutes to brew a cup of tea. It takes 5 to 10 years to change a person's mind. And in this society we've lived in has lost a lot of the structure that's uphold. It's like withheld things together. Just in your mind, it's withheld things together. How you view the world, how you see things, and so it starts with us having to, reclaim some of these things. And to, say no. I'm not gonna expose myself to wickedness. I'm not gonna allow things to be okay. Because then everything has to be questioned. When you tear down the structure, oh, what is a boy? What is a girl? We see this. What is, they're going to make it seem, I'm telling you, I've predicted this 2 years ago. You kind of seen it now, but they're going to make pedophilia seem like it's kind of like a normal thing. So watch. I'm telling you, it's a slow indoctrination into things being okay, because nothing really matters anymore. It used to be normal to believe in God. Now you're looked at like a fool. As soon as you mention God, everything you say after that is just like, okay, this guy's kind of retarded. Like, they've actually got the populace to believe, young people too, that these older people that perceive that maybe there's something out there that has created life, intelligent life. You're stupid for believing it. People want to believe in it was just a bang, and this is all randomness. Like, it's a way to tear down. And when you just look at it like this, man, when you just look at it with clarity, you stop and you think. But that's a hard thing to do these days, is stop and think, because people are so emotional. There's always something to get your emotions riled up. That's why I find it hard to get involved with YouTube videos. Like, I don't care about much anymore. Everything seems like I don't really care about these people arguing, dude. It's like, where's the fun? Where's the humor? Where's the brotherhood? Where's like the good conversation? That's why in the High Demons Brotherhood, man, the meetups, I freaking love it. Smoking a cigar with the boys. Love it. And all I say is this. Don't lose your personal taste. People try to take it from you. Science, the politics. Don't lose your personal taste. You got personal intuition. Keep your desires. You're going to be more creative. You're going to find out what to do with your life. Don't worry about offending everyone. You shouldn't be afraid to say words. You don't need to change your speech. You have empathy. That doesn't mean that you need to neuter yourself just because you're to empathize with other people. Keep it out through most. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.